Hey guys, Dilby here. Welcome back to the channel. Around about a year ago, I did a video on how to steal any kick from any track. I'll link it up here if you want to check it out. The technique's still relevant and I've actually used it like so many times in so many of my tracks. But I've actually found a new and more detailed way to do this, and the results are mwah. Now, full disclosure, I didn't invent this. I got it from Defresh. He's got an awesome channel. I'll link it up in the card here, and I definitely recommend going over and checking it out. Make sure to subscribe too. And if you want to support this channel, you can always subscribe, like the video, or go check out my Patreon. There's a link in the description. But for now, let's jump into Ableton and steal some kicks. Alright guys, so here we are inside Ableton and we're going to look at how to steal any kick version 2. I've got two tracks here. They're both mine. The first one, Restless, out now on Bondage Music, is going to be pretty easy. The second one, Remember Me, is going to be a bit more complicated because it's actually got a bass line underneath the kick the whole time. So we're going to see how good of results we can get. So the first step is we're going to come down to this kick group. I'm going to press Command T to create 4 new audio channels. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not even going to bother renaming them. Now, very important here, we need to click this Input Output. And for these 3, we're going to change the output to channel 14. Then channel 14, we're going to set to in. That means that the audio output of channel 11, 12, and 13 is going to go to channel 14 input. So now what we're going to do is grab a couple of pieces of this audio. I'll drag them down here and put them side by side like this. Now we just want to isolate one kick from each. I can actually bring this over here. So we just shorten that. I'm going to go in here and turn off warp and then just edit this manually. Same with this one. That one looks good. Now on the end, I'm going to make sure I press A to toggle between the automation mode. I'm going to get these fades here and pull this in. So this is what we've got. You can see here it's coming through channel 14. Now what I'll do is duplicate this by holding Control, drag and drop again. Now Control F to find multi-band dynamics, drop it onto the first track here, track 11, and I'm going to solo the high channel. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste that onto this channel. I'm going to solo the mids, and this channel, paste, solo the lows. So now we've got the same thing. Cool, but if I just solo this, now I'm going to select these 3 channels, freeze tracks, and flatten. So that's isolated the high, mid, and low for these 3 channels. Now let's have a look at what we've got here on this first kick. Okay, we don't need that percussion. Now this next one, delete that, bring it in. So there's the punch of our kick. There's the sub of our kick. So we can delete this unneeded stuff, add a little fade. Now to fine tune this, we're going to add a fade. What I like to do is put a 1 beat loop. Now if you hold Alt, you can drag off the grid. Now the top, you can hear it sounds like it's got a tambourine or something on it. So we can add a little fade, bring this in because we just want the light click. So you just fine tune the length and the fade length of these until it sounds right. So that one sounds good. Let's try this one. This is going to be the more difficult one. 1 bar loop again. Let's just delete this unnecessary stuff. Zoom in. So let's listen to this sub. All right, let's get our fade. So it's definitely got a tone there, but we might get something usable. Okay, we don't want all that percussion. So this one you can hear definitely has the bass tone underneath the kick, but depending on the track, or if you've got it in the same key, that could actually sound quite cool. Now the next thing we want to do is hit record on this channel 14, and then hit record up here. Oh, so we only need one of that. Drag it back, delete it. We're just going to clean these up. I'm going to rename this to Restless Kick, Remember Kick, and then just fade in the ends. Command J to consolidate. Now we can see this has brought down the volume, so this is actually what our kick looks like. So now we can use that in our track. And that's how we steal any kick, version 2. Alright guys, there you go. Simple but pretty cool. Which technique do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. This one or the old one? If you like this video and you're looking for more production tutorials, then check out this playlist. You're gonna like it. Well, that's it from me today. We'll catch you next time. Peace!